The Suez Canal Economic Zone, the SC Zone, has signed a $22.6 million agreement with China's Zhangzhou Ramada Blanket Industry Co. to establish a textile manufacturing faculty in Kantara West Industrial Zone. And covering 80,000 square meters, the project will create 1,500 jobs and produce 5,000 tons of fabric annually, with 90% earmarked for export. SC Zone Chairman Walid Gamaluddin noted that this brings the total number of signed projects in the zone to 32, with investments surpassing $822 million. The project supports Egypt's strategy to localize textile supply chains and boost industrial exports. And the Egyptian Soda Ash Company has signed a $490 million financing agreement with a coalition of national and regional banks to establish a soda ash production plant in New Alamein City. The project aims to produce 600,000 tons of soda ash annually, reducing imports and supporting local industry. The deal was signed in the presence of Petroleum Minister Karim Badawi, with financial backing from institutions including the National Bank of Egypt, the Afrex Bank, and others. The project aligns with Egypt's sustainable development goals and economic growth strategy. The Suez Canal Bank has reported net profits of Egyptian 3.1 billion in the first half of the 2025, a 71% increase from a 1.8 billion Egyptian pounds a year earlier. The rise was fueled by a 52% jump in net interest income to a 3.9 billion Egyptian pounds. Total assets grew at 26% to 227 billion Egyptian pounds, while customer deposits climbed at 29% to 175 billion Egyptian pounds. Net loans rose at 23% to a 91.8 billion Egyptian pounds, with a significant growth in corporate and retail lending across multiple sectors, including agriculture, real estate, and tourism. And Egypt's spinning and textiles exports rose by 7% in the first half of 2025, reaching a $577 million, up from a $538 million last year. And according to the Export Council for Spinning and Textiles, fabric exports led the sector with a $302 million, accounting for 52% of total exports and marking a 16% increase. Council Chairman Hani Salem said the goal is to reach a $1.5 billion in exports by 2026, supported by production expansion and rising foreign investment interest. He noted that foreign direct investment worth $350 to $450 million is expected in the sector during the second half of 2025, which would boost capacity and competitiveness. And Egypt has secured the second spot worldwide in exports of temporarily pickled vegetables in 2024, exporting 54,000 metric tons, valued at $66 million. And according to the Food Export Council, this represents a 15.4% of global market share, with consistent annual growth, 15% in value and 12% in volume between 2020 and 2024. Egypt's exports rose at 10% year on year, despite global trade challenges. Key markets include Italy, the US, Germany, Spain, and Russia, which collectively account for 83% of the exports. And the Arab Monetary Fund projects Egypt's economy will grow 4.2% in 2025 and accelerate to 4.7% in 2026. driven by relaxed monetary policies and rising investment. The fund credited Egypt's 2024 shift to a market-led exchange rate for improving external balances and attracting foreign investment. Despite global challenges, Egypt's diversified exports, strong services sector, and continued financial support from the Gulf and Western partners support its recovery. Inflation is expected to fall from 17.9% in 2025 to an 11.9% in 2026, following surges caused by past currency devaluations and import reliance. And the sweet scent of ripe mangoes filled the air in Egypt's Ismailia as the governorate launched its annual Mango Festival. The one-day event featured mango tastings, culinary contests, cultural shows, and numerous stalls showcasing popular varieties like baladi and zebdeya. Ismailia Governor Akram Mohammed Galel highlighted the region's vital role, producing over 720,000 tons annually and covering more than 36% of Egypt's mango cultivation area. The festival aims to promote exports and create new trade opportunities. Egypt produced 1.3 million tons of mangoes in 2024, exporting $143 million worth, making it a leading global producer.